Fresh Tom King concerns for Belle in Emmerdale as she fears history is repeating. This is exactly the kind of quiet, uneasy episode where emotions simmer just beneath the surface and Emmerdale lets small moments speak far louder than any explosion. And as the night unfolded, it became clear that Belle's instincts, always finely tuned after everything she has survived, were picking up vibrations that no one else seemed to hear. Belle Dingle grew increasingly concerned about April Windsor after noticing just how distracted and withdrawn the teenager had become. I think the show captured something incredibly raw here. April's silence was louder than any confession, and Belle, being someone who has lived through coercion and emotional manipulation, felt those echoes immediately. April, of course, is carrying a weight far too heavy for someone her age. After being dragged into a world of drug running and sexual exploitation, she now believes she has killed Callum during one of their horrifying encounters. The moment where she hit him with a bottle and the sight of blood afterwards is clinging to her like a shadow she can't shake. And because Ray and Celia have chosen to twist her fear for their own purposes, she still doesn't know Callum is alive. That guilt pushed her into slipping a card and a stack of cash through Callum's door, desperate to claw back some humanity. What she didn't see was Callum arriving home moments later, a chilling reminder of how close the truth sits, hidden just out of her view. When Ray found her afterwards, the dismissal in his voice was brutal. He told her to bury her guilt to protect herself. It's the kind of line that shows exactly how little regard he has for her well-being. By the time Belle spotted April's mask slipping, those brief, heartbreaking flickers of panic when she thought she was alone, the sense of history repeating itself hit Belle hard. It's clear that Belle's past shaped everything she saw, and she couldn't stop herself from drawing the parallels. When she cornered April in the hide and gently suggested a private chat, it felt like Belle reaching into her own history to try to prevent someone else from falling through the cracks. Back at Wishing Well, Belle asked whether April was hiding something about Dylan. Dylan's reassurance was soft, fragile, and painfully incomplete. She insisted nothing was wrong, that she didn't want to bring down Dylan's birthday with her mood. Belle was close, painfully close, but life and work pulled her away before she could dig deeper. I found that moment particularly sad, because Belle's instincts were right, just not in the way she imagined. April isn't being controlled by Dylan. She's being controlled by Ray and Celia, and she doesn't even realize the extent of their grip. And while April spirals, Dylan has stumbled upon something monstrous. Bear Wolf working among enslaved laborers on Celia's farm. It's a discovery that could shatter everything if he chooses to act on it. If Dylan pushes too hard, if he gets too close to the truth, April may finally reach the point where she has no choice but to tell Marlon what she has been living through. There's a sense of inevitability gathering, a weight in the air as though Emmerdale is drawing April and Belle into a collision neither of them can quite see yet. And as Belle's old fears stir and April's secret threatens to snap, it's impossible not to feel that something is coming, something neither of them is ready for.